to the top end of the Oombi Track. Why am I back here again? Well, that is a valid question, but I've actually got some unfinished business to do up here. It's a new chapter for the Oombi Track and also for Just Over the Hills tag-along tours, because we are going to push through a brand new track to King George Falls. So buckle up for this next adventure. Coming in from the northeastern end of the Oombi Track, we will cross the Drysdale River, leaving Carson River Station behind us, heading towards the King George River and ultimately the King George Falls. This is one adventure we had to put on hold last year after my cruiser had broken. It's good to see the banks of this river crossing again, Ronnie. It's one of my favourites with the paper bark lining it. We've got about 100 k's to go till our next turn off?
Yeah, mate, thereabouts to the next turn off, but it's looking pretty low too, eh? This beautiful little crossing here.
Yeah, compared to last year, it's down a fair bit, but at least it's still flowing nice and fresh through there.
Tell you what, mate, I'm really excited. Can't wait to hit this track and, well, basically push around to the King George Falls. I've just got butterflies at the moment in the stomach.
I'm a bit the same, Ronnie. I want to get this 100 or so k's out of the way and let's get into the good stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Get out of the easy stuff and ready to rock and roll and put her in low again.
All right, well, we might hightail it to that turn off, eh?
Yep, I'll be right behind you, mate.
Just stopped to talk to the grader team there. They've reached that creek and they haven't gone any further up in front, so we're about 35 k's into our 100 k's that we wanted to get to for the next turn off. So we've got a long way to go, and now the road is ungraded, and looking in front of me it just looks like pure scrub, and you can just kind of make out a track, and you can see on the sides here the erosion where the old tracks have been previously. So now we are going to slow the pace right down because the track is just a little bit difficult to find. Although the wet didn't come this year, the spear grass still has flourished and gone to seed.
Trying to get you through?
Yep, Lenny.
Got a feeling might be the first of many.
It is. It's going camouflage with his grass seed.
Yeah, look at that. Little hairy nostrils and everything. I'm glad he's in front.
Yeah, me too. They were rooting for that. Just finished clearing the track of that tree. That was a bit too big to jump that one. Chainsaw does come in handy, and we are in the thick of it now. We keep moving forward. We're only about halfway to our turn off. Hey, through here quite nice in here. Perfect. Good pen size. That's a good thing about this hyper camper. It's the same width as my cruiser, so if my cruiser can fit through a space, so can it.
Yeah, drive side, mate.
It's coming up to a bit of erosion here. It's going to take a bit of concentration to get through it. Got BJ out on the track guiding me. Up a little bit further.
Touch that driver side as much as you can. Yeah, it doesn't look like clearance is going to be an issue.
Good.
back corner just dropping down there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You got about 4 inches, 3 inches, and she's cleared. Well done.
Nice driving, little lady.
Didn't give us too much grief.
No, it went well. But, I'm trying to pick how you're going to come through stuff, because obviously new camper, new angles. But it actually follows pretty good, this thing, and those big slider bars, they're your best friend.
How good are they?
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it actually, even when you lean into something, they touch first.
Yeah.
So it sort of pulls you back into a straight.
Up. Yeah. No, they're great. No, I'm happy with those.
Yeah, anyone who has anything that's longer needs those sort of rails on them. Yeah.
Especially off-road.
Yeah. All right.
Carry on. Hey Ronnie, we've been through some pretty grassy country and I've just come across a bit of a clearing. I'm thinking this might be a good spot for camp. Come up alongside, see what you think. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon she's perfect.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
Yeah, yep.
Because looking at the GPS coordinates, we're about to jump off here and head the direction you want to go towards King George. So maybe even if we deploy the quad, go for a reconnaissance run.
Yeah, yep. Oh, that'd be good.
Alright, Ron, we'll be back
All right.
shortly.
No worries. Travel safe.
Thanks. I cannot overstate how valuable the quad bike is for doing this kind of work. Got some good news, Ronnie.
Yeah.
We went about 8 k's, we made it to the river.
Yep.
Took a couple of attempts to get across the river.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we found a nice little rock bar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we went for a couple of k's after that. It's timbered, but doable.
Yep.
So,
With
yeah.
the camper trailer on the back, or?
Possible. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
right.
possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Might even be the best idea to make a base camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's manoeuvring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and it would do it. There's no doubt it would do it. But the upside is it looks promising.
yeah.
It's real good.
As far as we could see, it was kind of like this. Off in the distance might be some rised up country,
Yeah, yep. Oh, nice.
but thinking we can get through.
Some big bulls out there.
Oh, true. Had fun chasing them around?
I don't think they've ever seen a quad bike before.
Yeah. True.
It's doable, buddy.
Yeah, it's
No
very
worries.
exciting.
That's good. Good news. Alrighty. Well, I got the copper on. Fire's made.
Nice.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
You've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
Go on. Might put this flag on today, BJ, because I'm losing you in that tall grass.
What do you reckon? Drop the camper at the creek?
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll make it in there, no worries at all.
What's the bet? You reckon we're going to make it all the way tonight, or?
I think so, yeah. For
I'd
me,
like to think so.
For me, it's in a fairly straight line to that first creek.
Yeah.
And the track, it's just got a bit of timber over it that could be moved by hand.
Yeah, I'll run it out with the chainsaw and try and make a path for you.
Yep.
And then from there, you'll either be swagging it tonight, or else we're full victory and
Nah.
coming back to a camper.
I've got full confidence we're going to get it in there.
Ah, okay.
All right, Ronnie, this is a pretty exciting day.
Oh, mate, I am very excited. I can't wait, pushing this road in, finding this track, and hopefully make it to our destination. What do you reckon?
Yeah, we're going to give it a right royal nudge. And with this new track going in, what does that mean for just over the hills?
A lot of things, really. One is an extra place to pull up and share the countryside with everybody that comes on my tour. And number two, probably the biggest dream is at least turn it into a tourism camp and try to employ most of my people in and around Columbaroo, Umbulgurri, Wyndham, give them opportunities to come and work out bush and do what they love to do best and teach their culture to the world.
Mate, that sounds like an awesome dream, and we're just about on the brink of that, and to be able to employ some of your local mob, great incentive.
Oh yeah, mate, and I am so glad that you guys are coming along for the journey. I tell you what, it's a big dream come true for me, and having good mates on pushing this track through, it'd be even better.
No, we really appreciate the invite, Ronnie. You're a good fella to work with and love travelling with you. And let's bring today on. I'm ready to clear some tracks.
Yeah, let's bring it on, mate. Righto, it's been about an hour. In that hour we have travelled 800 meters. It's pretty slow going. Still finding the track off and on. There's a lot of trees that are down, and yeah, we even got the camera crew and the boss knocking down, clearing trees, and we also pulled out the big guns, the chainsaw, and definitely still clearing tracks. So yeah, hopefully within maybe another 2 more hours we'll make it to the riverside, and where we can plan our next attack.
Okay, yep, we can turn down here. There is a slight little bit of clearing before you hit the river sand Penzo, so we might drop your camper there, I'm thinking. I don't see any real sense in trying to drag it. If you look over here now, Ronnie, that's the country we're going into, so we're getting a bit thicker.
Oh, yep, I can see that. Yeah, Penny, what do you reckon? Drop the camper off?
Yeah, mate, me and River Sand don't get on at all.
Yeah, no, I don't want to spend hours digging you out of river sand, so we'll just take the easy road on that one, eh?
Yeah, too right. Sounds good.
Oh, stand, guys, I'll spin around. Does the flag help follow me?
Yeah, it makes it easy to follow you, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's good. I completely lose sight of you, but you can always see that orange flag up the top of the trees.
That's good. You never want to lose me, do you, baby?
You're like a boomerang. You keep coming back.
I reckon the smart idea will be leaving it right here.
Yep.
Because that we know from that little, what did we go, about a K into it yesterday?
Yeah,
And it's first time in, leave it behind, cut a path.
Absolutely.
Behind us, then they can follow.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get something to eat.
Just sort of directly in front of you there, running it, so we crossed with the quad bike the other day on the rocks there, and also we come back on the sandy section. The sand is actually quite firm too.
Okay, good. So we wouldn't have to worry about you getting bogged in this river sand there, bro, mate.
Yeah, fingers crossed, but yeah, I'm not going to say anything because you might just have to recover me yet.
Oh, I'll tell you what, feels good crossing this river. Actually, it felt good taking a dip in the river earlier on.
Yeah, I saw you went missing for a bit. You come back looking pretty refreshed.
Yeah, now the water was beautiful, nice and cool and stuff. Oh yeah, now we're into the, we know it, but it's the unknown for the vehicles.
This is where it's going to get quite interesting for us. An update on our progress. We've set up a camp along that creek with the lost our camper back there. We've got the swags on board so we can keep pushing through on the other side of this creek, pushing through a brand new track.
Okay, mate, I'm just going to go left.
Yeah, right, keep going back, buddy.
Ronnie's out in front, leading the way, blazing the trail.
Only problem with this area up here, you have to be careful for the ant beds. That'll be littered around here. So just be careful when you're placing your wheels. Or just watch me when I lift mine.
It's so chopped up in this section. It's probably the worst we've come across. Hopefully it doesn't last for too long. Quad bike's doing it really tough out in front. So glad I've got the best suspension you can buy for Ironman gear. Love it, had it for years, can't fault it. I know there's going to be some haters out there who disagree with me, but nah, I've proved it's good gear. We're getting some hell bounce up on the quad there. Oh no, I'm in it now.
I had to actually flick them to four-wheel drive because I was getting popped.
You almost sound like you're in pain there, mate.
How are you travelling back there? It's like riding a horse now, not a quad bike?
Let's just say I'm hanging on with my legs, put it that way.
Hope you packed your spurs and whip.
pretty funny watching him. He's trying to ride and talk on the UHF at the same time. It's quite entertaining from the back. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're doing really well for today. And we're just coming across this open expanse that has all these melon holes in it. We started on this part of the track yesterday on the quad bike, but we're a bit further over this time, but there's still quite a few holes around. They're quite difficult to see because the grass is long too.
Got some good news for you. It actually pans out, so it gets a bit smoother, the ride.
Oh, thanks for that. Hopefully I'll survive.
If you can stay in the saddle long enough, yeah, come and join me up here in the smooth area.
Oh, yeah, there's the water there. It's a nice little pond.
Yeah, it's about 1 metre deep behind there.
Yeah.
Looks nice and clear.
What are you thinking, Ronnie? I see a few lines. What do you see?
I see a lot of rocks, creek in the middle of it, and some fun fall driving.
This spot over there too.
Yeah, that looks like a good exit.
Yeah.
Come out.
It's not as sharp as this one, is it?
Yeah.
River sand, your favourite.
My nemesis.
So no matter which way we look at it, we're going to be winching now.
Possibly.
We are halfway to our goal. It's 12 k's in total and we've come 6 k's. We've come across this creek here just trying to find the best way to cross it. The quad bike has gone over alright. I'll just guide Ronnie down through this path here. It's not as steep and the exit isn't too bad at all.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Nice smooth exit there, Penny.
No worries, mate. Good job.
Just going to give Ronnie the UHF. These things get worked every day. We use them so much. Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yep, nice and easy, dropping down. Yep. Nice, good one, all good, mate.
Feels pretty exciting.
Nice, very smooth.
Thanks, mate. I think that's partly because you took the edge off for me. Thank you.
Nah, no worries at all.
Alright, what have we got?
5.8 k's.
Wow.
5.8 k's. That direction. What I'm looking at though, we've crossed this gully, which is the only one we really had a concern about. That escarpment that's behind us, where we've been heading straight for.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
I look at that from where we are 2, maybe 3 to 4 k's, it peters out that way, and that puts you within 2 kilometres of the river anyway. So
you think you can skirt the bottom edge of it?
yeah, if we don't have to go over that escarpment, don't make it harder for ourselves.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, it's about 2:45 now, how about we keep going till 4ish, and then we'll start looking for a camp, because that should put us over near that river somewhere, and it'd be nice to get a camp somewhere near the water.
Yeah.
And we can have a tub tonight. Might even do a bit of reconnaissance on this again. Other side of the escarpment will only be 3 k's. Pretty close.
Yeah.
So at least we can get to the end of that escarpment this afternoon.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the end of the escarpment near the river somewhere. Find a good camp.
Yep.
So,
Cool.
into it?
Absolutely.
Alright, let's do it. I'll race you.
We're just following this escarpment through now alongside it, and the colours that are coming out of it now are just beautiful in different shapes. And it's a little bit hard because you've got to maintain your focus on the road, but also I really want to take that in as well. It runs out about 200-300 metres in front of us. We should be able to get around it. We've sort of been skirting the edge of it, and we want to make camp where there's some water tonight, so that's the direction we're heading. We figure it's about 2 k's in front of us. It's 3:30, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have enough light with the speed that we've been going at, the kilometres that we've been covering, so fingers crossed that we get water tonight. A baby wipe just doesn't cut it, by the way. Little run down the creek here. It's a bit soft, and in the future Ronnie's going to make a trap on the high side here, just so you don't have to go through this boggy section. there. Fix my mirror up so you can see what's going on again.
I've told the others to try this one. We've got big lifts on the trucks, we've got big tyres, but this is turning into winch challenge stuff. And it kind of defeats the purpose of what Ronnie's trying to achieve by bringing his customers in here later on. Now, you shouldn't have to have a full spec comp vehicle to be able to visit somewhere pretty like this. I'm going to spin around, set up camp probably tonight. I'll throw the drone up a little later on, see if there's a way around this escarpment, and hopefully you can still find a way through.
Unfortunately, the drone was not going to give us good news. We have pushed right into the heart of a vehicle-sized boulder field for as far as we could see.
The option is if we head back, get on the other side.
Yep.
We're already on that side. We know we can get across the river there, so then it's a matter of
Hogging that
whatever
side.
we can do. See if it runs out of luck.
Yep.
And failing that, last resort, try that Faraway Bay Road.
Yep.
Come as far as we can on that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's rock hopping whichever way we come.
Whichever way you look at it, yeah, it's going to be, if we can get it in 2Ks.
Yeah, 2Ks is a lot less than 3.
Yeah.
There you go, you'll get out of there. Don't be scared to give us some berries.
Berry up.
Berry it up.
Ooh, not the air conditioning knob.
Don't back off now. Gotta love that little whistle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I had to give her the berries there. That went down pretty quick.
Anything coming in hot behind me?
Yeah, I'm just right behind you there, mate.
If we can't push any further this side of the river, the plan is to backtrack to the camper for the night and regroup.
I'd actually, you're going a good angle, so I'd actually probably steer with it. Can you back up at all? Backing up a little bit. Alright, you might just have to aim for those trees and sort of stay in it a bit longer before you turn out. Because you're on an angle, you're going to have to drive with it until you can come out of it.
So put your dip on time.
Yeah.
Lower. Not straight yet, keep going around. There you go, just follow that line. And you're going through lobby stuff a bit more. Now turn hard. Keep moving at the same time. That's it, keep going.
Yahoo! Ha!
Yeah, she's sloppy.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting, not gonna lie.
Yeah, how did that last bit feel after you come out of that bit of a slip?
It's a tough moment, mate, that's for sure.
On a lift.
Getting to the falls from the east appears to be a no-go, but we are far from beaten yet. What an epic day. We got so close to those waterfalls, to that end goal, but in the end we were between two escarpments and it was getting really muddy and boggy in there, and we could have kept going, sure, but it was too big a rocks and we don't want to break our vehicles. That is not what we came here for. And the call of a hot shower at the end of the day has brought us back to our original camp alongside this beautiful creek. We've got an amazing full moon to soak up tonight, so we're going to do that, but unfortunately we've run out of time this episode. But don't worry, next week we will continue our quest to find those waterfalls. See you then.